Warning, warning. Everybody holding Bitcoin, you are now cursed. I'm holding Bitcoin. Ah, crap. Max Keiser, friends, I'm about to show you something. It is culturally sensitive because this type of cursing, it doesn't just go away in a short amount of time. I can give you many examples in the crypto industry where some things, once they are said, the boomerang is now thrown out. And people think it's a one-way nuke. No. When you throw out bad things, it's a boomerang, friends. It comes right back at you. Now, let's jump right into it. Max Keiser. All religions go to zero against Bitcoin. So Max Keiser here is on the left. Now, this picture, friends, is Jesus. It's rendered from the Shroud of Turin. And I think it started making its rounds. And you got to understand where this is coming from. Of course, it's Jesus, right? Everyone loves Jesus. All religions go to zero against Bitcoin. Oh, man. You got to understand where it's coming from. This is a pompous, arrogant, holier than thou, righteous, self-given label of Bitcoin now, saying, I am the way, the truth, the light, which is okay to say that. It's like a religious type of stuff, you know? But to say it in this context, you've driven over the cliff now. And Max Keiser, friends, also known for doing like these exorcisms. Have faith, not fear. I will pray for you. So this is the shocking part. Now, this thing, it's going nuts because Max Keiser, friends, I've made many videos about him. Max Keiser, he's like a billionaire. He could have like 100,000 Bitcoin. He was buying Bitcoin at $1, less than $1. He could see the vision when it was less than $1. And he was actually talking about $100,000 Bitcoin when it was less than $1. He said, this is it. This is a divine intervention. Yeah, so it's actually insane, his level of visionary. Okay, so his tweet, all religions go to zero against Bitcoin, it's you've cracked something. Now, I don't know how the crack is going to come. Does it mean, and I hope we don't get this, does it mean just Bitcoin goes to 40K? Please, please, please don't. Please don't. Please don't. I hope it's not that. Max Keiser, though, he's turbo bearish on altcoins. And, I mean, you want to laugh, friends? Let's go through some history just to show you, right? Max Keiser, right here. You see, this is the Bitcoin dominance chart, friends. This is Bitcoin as a ratio to the whole industry. It was 73%. Maxi Keiser right here. Do you want to know what it was saying? You know, as Rand was saying, what if there's never ever any alt season? Maxi was saying that Bitcoin dominance is going to 99% and all your altcoins are literally going to zero. You all failed and missed it. You could not pick a better time to sell your Bitcoin into altcoins. Doge does 250x from that point. Bang! Straight. Oh, man, that's crazy. So here we are right now. It is fascinating. I just want to see the duality of man, friends. The duality of what's going on. So Max Keiser saying this thing basically is never going down. It's going up. And I'm going to show you the others BTC so we can have some fun because I want you to see and appreciate it right here. So that's the Bitcoin dominance, friends, that we just saw the exact same time. End of December 2020. What if there is no alt season by Randy Boot? Only buy tokens that would survive a bear market. You can see the total difference. One guy's like, we've won! And the other guy obviously ran, obviously on our side. It's like, oh man. Oh man, it's literally, that's maybe where we are right now. Now, the others BTC is reversing right now, friends. I just want to show you right here, okay? We have Altcoin Daily, the Twink brothers saying altcoins are done. You also have Max Keiser. He was doing a lot of, just to let you know, friends, Max Keiser, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this, he literally wants Vitalik in jail, okay? Not joking and memes. No, he actually wants Vitalik in jail. He thinks what Vitalik has done is a hate crime against humanity. I'm not exaggerating, okay? He genuinely believes the fact that he took the scarcity principle derived from Satoshi's work in Bitcoin, and he has used it to pre-mine shitcoins, in his words. That's what Ethereum is. I think Ethereum Foundation kept like 60% of the coins and they hand out 40%, or whatever the ratio is, right? Yeah, the fact that there was pre-mine out here and the foundation dumps, he's like, ah! It's kind of funny. Now, friends, he's done a lot of work for the crypto industry. Remember, Max Keiser, friends, he's been an OG with Richard Hart. He's been with Crypto Kobe. He is like, man, he was talking about Bitcoin like 10 plus years. He's his wife, Stacy. So Max is damn OG. There's just, and now, friends, obviously here he is with Ran. I mean, he's with Alex Jones. Friends, you all know the famous story of him and Alex Jones, right? Max Keiser got a laptop and gifted Alex Jones 10,000 to Bitcoin. Back when it was like, I don't know, like $2 or $1 or something. He gave it to him. And he says this is a gift because he knows Alex knows about the deep state. Alex correctly let everyone know that, you know, 9/11 was obviously an inside job because guys were predicting it. Like you could see it coming before. All these other things happening. And he just thought naturally Alex should be able to understand it. Unfortunately, you know, Alex lost the laptop. 10,000 Bitcoin gone. Well, there you go. That's a nice buy and burn, isn't it? Effectively, he bought Bitcoin. He just burned it away, trying to give it. Oh, man, that's kind of funny, man. This is hilarious. Max has obviously got, man, you got to imagine, how much Bitcoin do you have if you were donating 10,000 back then? You're donating, okay, for free. You know, you spent 10 grand. That's crazy. So let's now bring it back to here. So Max has done a lot for the industry, a lot. Doesn't like altcoins, wants every altcoin to go to zero. Hates Vitalik. Now we have all religions go to zero against Bitcoin. I'm just, friends, look, I can just read some stuff, man. And you know, when I read this, I was like, oh no, the flying skulls. You know, friends, you play any video game, the flying skulls coming out of one of the bosses. You got to dodge the skulls. That's a lot of bad karma coming out. Yeah, man. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh crap, oh crap. Oh no, you don't say that, man. Shout out to Quantum Quack. You are going to jinx it all and send Bitcoin to hell. Yeah, man. He gets it. So, friends, you know, crypto curses, they are not new to the crypto industry, right? We have a few examples. We have XRP. You know, a lot of people don't know this, but friends, you know, XRP cursed themselves, which is interesting. And I'll just show you the chart of XRP BTC. So, friends, yeah, it's true. XRP did curse themselves up here. That's why a lot of people in the industry, I know a lot of you're new. You came after 2017, 2018. I came at the end of 2018. So I wasn't even around to see a lot of this because I didn't even know what YouTube was. I was not on Twitter. I had no idea where to find this info, but I've had to do a lot of backstory research and I'll do it here for you. XRP, friends, they became public enemy #1 in crypto. They hit 30% of crypto dominance. Yes, XRP was a third of the whole market cap of crypto. And to throw salt in the wound, Cripple, whilst dumping XRP on everyone at 30% below open price, we're telling everybody that XRP is superior to Bitcoin and Bitcoin is poop and Ethereum is poop. And they hate them. They really don't like them. I forgot the specific words used, but yeah, they didn't like them at all. And it's just, that's why a lot of Bitcoin believers, a lot of YouTubers as well, even on crypto, a lot of mainstream guys, they still don't like XRP because they'll never forget their bad karma brought onto them from the height of 2017. You got to remember, man, these guys literally thought, friends, you can type in XRPD. All right, look at this. XRP was literally, friends, a third of the whole freaking industry, man. Can you believe that? Like, let's play some actual angel music just to think, right? You know, Richard Hart, friends. Richard Hart became 1.8% of the crypto industry. 1.8. He peaked at 1.8% of the whole crypto industry. What do you think he would have been saying if he hit 30%? Look, it's just wild, right? How much euphoria could he have possibly got if he hit 30% of the crypto industry? Well, cripple hit 30% of the crypto industry because payment solutions became a big narrative. Now, here's the thing. Payment solutions, why do they go to hell? Because the market got ahead of itself. It realized, oh, we're not here to pay for bank account transactions. We're here to pay for decentralized block space, which is smart contract platforms like Ethereum selling that. All right, so that's what it eventually came down to. So that's one prominent curse, friends. There have been other curses out there. The one we know, which has happened more recently, friends, is HEX Curse, which I'm going to speak about a bit shortly. So even me, friends, I have made some videos and posts showing that people who block me on Twitter and haters, just soy boys, right? Soy boys, virgins, pencil neck cucks, room temperature, water drinkers, people who don't wear fluffy sivers, okay? They receive deep, dark curses as well. A lot. Trust me, there's been a lot over the years, okay? I don't want to bring in some names. Some of them, I'm starting to feel sorry a bit, but nah, screw them. Screw them. Burn in hell, friends. I'm very, very ruthless like that, okay? I have no forgiveness when it comes to that. Literally no forgiveness. I should forgive, but nah, zero. So, the blocking and the cursing and all this stuff, I thought it was just a bit of bad luck for other people. And then I realized, no, something's happening. Well, I'm trying to put out so much good in the world. I guess the universe is interpreting that as people trying to disturb that and trying to impose their own soyness and soy-infused hands, trying to ruin everything for everyone else. Yeah, bad things happen to them. Now, let's go to the HEX Curse, because when most people obviously look at the HEX chart, we see, you just see a big fat minus 99%, minus 99.98%. This is obviously not the combined HEX price. But, you know, it doesn't really matter what the truth is. What matters is optics, right? So 99.8% is what everybody else sees in crypto. So it doesn't really matter. Oh, you got an airdrop somewhere else. No one actually, it doesn't really matter out there. So what we saw, friends, was obviously HEX Karim, who got out. So thankfully, he is out. We're glad there is a positive result out here. And here he is. He goes saying, Hexicans, I'm finally out after being unjustly detained for 16 days, thanks to the best crypto community in the world and my closest friends. I will be forever grateful. More to come. Okay, so first I need a hot shower and to go to a real bed. So that's pretty much how it all ends with the shebangs. But how did it start? I've already made, remember friends, I literally made a whole video on it. I actually got it right here, right? Lifting the HEX Curse. It's literally, friends, 35 minutes. And look, today, the thing is, man, we're gonna speak. This stuff is like the PulseChain community. It's amazing. This thing is so transparent. It is so well documented, and people care enough so much that the stories are colorful and they're vibrant, and then characters come in and out of existence. It's also a bit of a descendant part from Richard Hart's personality, him being like a showman type and being able to grab attention. So it makes it memorable, really like a story, friends. Like whether it's a simulation or not, it is a simulation. But you just get to see that this thing, it has a lot more flair to it rather than like, here's Ripple in the ivory tower. And they said in one piece of, they said to MSNBC that, yeah, Bitcoin sucks. We're better than Bitcoin, right? So this doesn't have the same ring to it. You know what I mean? But here I am. I went through so many of the curses out here. And I had, oh man, the Coffin dancing out here, friends. This is crazy, right? So we have the Coffin dance. As you can see, friends, see there's Coffin dancers. So that was it, man. That was pretty much it. So that Coffin dancing was the beginning of the curse out here. Now we know, friends, as in the HEX community, you know, all right, when that happens, okay, I mean, I wasn't really in the community at all. Didn't even know where to look through and stuff. Remember, friends, I got banned. I think I put a Bitcoin picture in the HEX Telegram, a meme in the HEX Telegram, and I got banned. And I'm like, oh. So I wasn't using Twitter. I didn't know how to use Twitter. Didn't know how to find people or anything out here. But it happened up here, okay? And look, I'm not saying Bitcoin chart's going to do this. I'm not saying. I'm just saying the curse started here. Okay, and it reminds me of the Bitcoin dominance chart, man. I'm just letting you know. I can't ignore this. It's just being completely truthful with you. This is Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin has now had the longest Bitcoin dominance run freaking ever, pretty much, in a weekly uptrend, 581 days, okay? And the one before that, weekly uptrend, how long did you go for before Ethereum started going up? 546 days. So it's like you've been going up for so long. Everyone is like totally, really, really, really cocky. I mean, like that's why when you see Max Keiser posts like this, friends, remember, put in a vacuum, it means nothing to me. Okay, but I know that's why I'm looking out for this. I'm like, oh, Bitcoin dominance has been running for the longest ever. It's day 588. It's like so overdue for the biggest Ethereum snapback of all time. Not just Ethereum, it could be any altcoin. All the altcoins. I don't know, just something that makes Bitcoin dominance go down in a big way, a big, fast, aggressive way. Now, it might not happen fast, but it might just, when it does turn, whew, and I'm looking out for that. And these are the types of signs we're just trying to see, okay? I just can't help but think, man, oh, man, I think he's going to live long enough to regret this, by the way. For some reason, friends, I've seen Max Keiser, just to let you know, friends, Max Keiser, talk about contrarian stuff. He, on his Russia Time show, he showed that there were bets made on the American airlines to go down. People bought record number of puts on American airlines to go down in before the Jenga towers crashed in 9/11. So millions of dollars being made. Oh, and by the way, the guy's firm who made the most money is part of the Coconut Intelligence Agency. So he's one of the, he was like ex-director or something. So no, it's very, very obvious, okay? It's very obvious. Just to show you, like he's done a lot of things, no regrets. Said a lot of stuff. This one though, I don't know why. Just something tells me this is the one, this is the, that straw that breaks the camel's back. I think this might be it. Now, friends, I'm going to play some nice, gentle Halo music in the background while we go through this, because what I'm about to tell you, we're going to go through the HEX Curse, right? There are green candles. I'm going to light a green candle for Bitcoin now. HEX Curse is lifted. It's already lifted, right? So what type of things came in that HEX Curse? Well, let's read this together. We saw the corrupt SEC take on Richard Hart. HEX price drop minus 99%. Divorces, car accidents, and trauma. Just to name a few, friends. So, Matty Allen, car crash. A lot of people, friends, just like disease. There's a lot of things happen to the Hexicans during that time. A lot. And if you're looking at them, you just think bear market. But it's gone on for so long. And they were so intense, and they were way worse than what other crypto communities experienced. The fall was so bad that I really could see, okay, it was an actual curse. Because, look, I'm watching all the other communities, friends. The Chainlink, Polygon, Binance, Polkadot a bit harsh as well. There's many others I'm watching, right? The layer 2 coins, just go on and on and on. But for some reason, HEX, took it to a whole new level, right? How much of a whole new level? You could quantify it. Well, where PulseChain is today, it should be 5x higher based off today. 4 to 5x higher. Let's just say 4x. That's a lot, man. That you are down 75% compared to everything else when they're already dirt cheap. That's disgusting. That's how deep it is. Deep, right? The curse, though, friends, finally ended with HEX Karim. He had a $40 million portfolio, quote, in the HEX documentary, being held up for jail, and he basically escaped by a hair, had to pay out the lawyers. So shout out to all the good Samaritans out there. You are very blessed. We appreciate every single one of you. I know, man, we don't want to reward this type of behavior. We don't. I know we don't, man, but just, I saw this. It was a metaphor for there's literally no more blood left to give out of this body. Yet Hexicans and Pulsicans, they went to the clinic, right? And they hooked themselves up and they said, suck me off in a very family-friendly way. Okay, of course, because they're drawing blood out. And that's how I could literally see that. And I'm like, man, they're down 99%. There's nothing left to give. Like I said, friends, my video, lifting the HEX Curse, I think in there I did talk about, there's that one of the Bible stories where I think it was Jesus telling a parable somewhere in there where they were asking for donations somewhere, and there was an old lady, like very, very, very old, and all she could give were 2 copper coins. And then Jesus pauses and says, hey, blessed are you. She gave more than everyone else. She actually got nothing. This is actually a lot for her. 2 copper coins, 2 tiny So it reminded me of that story. I don't know why, friends. You got to imagine, I've been through my whole life, listening to thousands of stories. And for some reason, the HEX Karim thing, my mind went to that story. And I probably heard that at school when I was like 7, 8 years old, like a long time ago, when I was like a little kid, right? And I don't know why that story stuck. I don't think it's random, man. I don't think it's random. Think of all the things I could have pulled out. You know, Matrix, the blue pill and the red pill. Think of all these movies, all these tropes, and all these metaphors and everything that's pumped along the way. That's basically gripped you. That was the one. It just like gripped me in. Okay, so I have to interpret that as like there's some meaning there. Okay, but it didn't come easy. Okay, so friends, who would have thought that we get to see together the HEX curse gets lifted, and then Max Keiser curses himself. Bitcoin, man. Well, this is it. Cycles, right? This is cycles. So the HEX curse, though, it didn't get lifted easy, all right? Because that bad karma, right? It got washed out by good karma, all the donations, sacrifices, goodwill, positive spirits, all the charity by the community. And yeah, man, I can tell you emphatically, yes, to all the charity, all of it, friends. And yeah, or what does everyone see though? Everyone forgets the 95% of charity. All I remember is like, hey, Tangang's fighting with these guys. I don't know, I got to show you. I'll show you another picture. Actually, I'll bring it out now. I made this for you so you can actually see what I see. So these different altcoins on PulseChain, friends. I don't have any favoritism or anything. Okay, I just like what I like. There's no like rhyme or reason. Okay, but I'm just telling you now, they're just plants in a garden. Okay, and I'm just watering them all. Okay, when I'm just giving exposure to stuff, I'm watering them. I go, hey, I like these. Like it's got pink petals. This one's a sunflower. I'm just doing that. Okay, I'm not picking it. I know some of them are gonna go good. Some of them aren't going to grow that much. A new one's going to appear, okay? And it literally looks like a garden. This is an amazing picture, right? Pepe's garden. This is me. I put my head everywhere. Out here is Pepe. They're watering the garden. It's actually crazy. I don't know what Pepe's garden is, but it was lovely. I don't know why there's like a chick up here. Could maybe make a KDP or Lady Havid, right? Maybe. See what I mean? Everyone's just having fun, friends. We're just out in the garden, watering everything. That's every layer one chain, by the way. But that's like when I see PulseChain, that's what I see. Everyone just water the garden and just takes time for things to grow. Okay, so the ambition is to keep watering. That's it. Water everything. That's what it comes. And then the market chooses, man. The market chooses. Right? You're getting fed the sunlight. Market chooses that everything's going to grow the way it's going to grow. There's not much we can do. All we can do is just pretty much provide belief in our hearts, because that's what people want, isn't it? That's the product market fit, friends, you know? Like, think about this, by the way. Tron. Look at Tron. Everyone's going nuts for Tron. Yeah. I wish there was a community like what we have on the PulseChain altcoins, where I've been hearing about them and they've been telling us to get in. But we haven't. Have you heard of one? You haven't. Where are the Tron meme coins? Okay, now there are Tron meme coins, but you're buying with the non-believers, man. You're buying with people who are bridging in, who are just like, oh, Tron's the latest hottest thing, let me go in. And they're getting destroyed, by the way. There's a lot of, like, I'll show you now. Like, this is what you're getting. You're getting the Burj Khalifa, right? This is the HEX chart done in like 65 minutes, okay? That's pretty much it. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you Tron meme coins. You see that, man? Where's the, by the way, you're nameless, you're faceless. Where are all the memes? Where's the dick with butt? Where's the Pico on PulseChain? Where's all these... Where are all these communities who really believe? They don't have that, man, you know? I hope we get there, but see, that's what you want to breed to win. So you're putting all that together, friends. Don't forget, I lit candles to help promote good karma and friendship. So lifting the curse, it was important, okay? Literally lighting the candles. But I'm just in shock, man. Max Keiser went and he just literally cursed Bitcoin. He literally just cursed it. And the cursing, friends, look, I don't know. Like, I can read some spooky stuff. I don't know the size of the move. I can't predict demand, and I can't predict fear, the size of the fear. I might predict like fear appearing or demand appearing, which is euphoria and depression of the cycles. I could just predict that, but I don't know how intense they can be. I don't, right? You know, it's kind of like, oh, you're going to go to a party. You'll like it. Okay, but I don't know. You're going to like it like a 6 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10? Or you're not leaving until tomorrow morning, a 15 out of 10. I don't know that level. You see, that's the tough part with markets, and no one really does. It's it literally a fool's errand to try and basically predict that. I'm just guessing that Bitcoin dominance starts to turn around, just because, like, obviously others BTC turning, and what I've noticed is all the altcoin communities, and this is a testament to Soylana. When Soylana went up, they were just abused by Ethereum people. And they're abused. Hey, the chain goes down and all this other stuff. Remember, friends, I was laughing. Yeah, chain goes down as well. But I was saying, well, like, it just proves to you that all my theory is right. It's all about network effects. The chain doesn't even have to be active that much. People just have to believe in it and refuse to leave. Okay, it doesn't matter how crappy your tech is, okay, or slow it is. If people believe in it, yeah, and they stay. And they just kept getting abused and abused and abused from Soylana, from Ethereum people. So Soylana, they copped it a lot from everywhere. And also other communities as well in altcoins. It could be apathy, but pretty much have held their heads up high. I only know this from looking around everywhere. Okay. Also, you got to remember how selfless and self-aware and how much humility people have to see meme coins appear and then participate. Okay, because they're like that. They swallowed their pride. They go, okay, something's going on here. I don't fully get it, right? And then maybe they watch my shows. They want to spin the helicopter hat. They go, you know, network effects and communities. We're stamping culture on the blockchain. It's a response to all the VCs. Okay, let's go for it. They're putting their heart and their spirit into it. That is beautiful in itself. That is like very pro-karma. That really is, okay? In Bitcoin world, you know, your Wall Street coin now, you got the ETF, you were begging Gary Gensler to send everything else to zero. I'm just telling you, friends, these things, they're dark curses, man. They don't go away in 2 seconds, okay? They take a while to rinse out. So that Bitcoin dominance, right, as we're seeing, hopefully it does turn around. I've mentioned here as well, Bitcoin dominance, right? It's up 591 days in a row now. The record before was 546 days. And you also had Michael Saylor's $49 million Bitcoin target. Man, just shout out to the baby doll in the comment section. He came out and he says, yeah, I was in the crowd. And then he said, he almost like coughed. Because Michael Saylor, yeah, Bitcoin's going to $49 million. It was like, and no one looked around. Like, no one thinks this is a bit of a ridiculous price target just to say those words, even if it is going there. By the way, friends, just to let you know, that's euphoria as well. Euphoria is when you think of a price target so far into the future, you make people think about it today because you try to like usher it in today. It's like when Elon Musk at the top of 2021, he was saying, yeah, we're going to go to Mars and we're going to be priced like all 10 big companies combined because we're going to Mars. We're going to find like gold and probably smoke doobies on Mars or something, right? So and he was dumping at the same time. So Elon was dumping like $40 billion, something ridiculous at the top while he was saying that. So all in all, I reckon this type of extreme price targeting by Michael Saylor, which remember, he got $49 million bull target by assuming Bitcoin's growth rate continues at 44% every year, which I tell you, fat chance, because it used to be 720%. 5 years later became 70%. 5 years later became 44%, which is where we are today. He's assuming 44 goes into the future for his bull case. I literally did negative 95% chance of that. Negative 95% chance. I'll take any bet we're not going to get that, okay? Even his medium case is like 27, 28%. But don't even think about that. Just think about, wow, after we've been running up for 590 days, this guy comes out and says, don't worry, this thing is going to at least $13 million. So you don't need to buy any altcoin. That's pretty much what it is, friends. I'm reading these things for you. That you interpret that as. It's basically saying, don't worry about Ethereum, don't worry about anything else. We're gonna go to $13 million. You don't want to sell a $13 million coin, right? It's only 60K, right? You don't want to sell it, yeah? That's what they're pretty much saying. Okay. Now I know alts will run, friends. I just don't know how long, and I don't know if we're going to get a hyper intense move. So Bitcoin dominance would go down in this move. I don't know if we're going to get hyper intense up and repeat for the third wave, or if it actually just goes on for a while. Like it feels like it just goes on forever. Because in altcoin wave 1 and 2, friends, this is altcoin season wave 1. That's actually changed to green. Wave 1, then this like mini bear market China ban happened here, and then we went on again. And also, so you got two fractals here, right? The yellow fractal is 2016. So in here, we moved up and then it goes down. Why? Because Bitcoin runs from 3K to 20K. That's why. Then Ethereum and, XRP and everything takes over at the end of 2017. Okay. And then this blue one is obviously as well the other fractal as well. That's That's got to do with the DeFi season. So you can see both of them, they both have these like period stopping in between where Bitcoin takes over. It's just very unfortunate in the last cycle we had, 2021, when Bitcoin's time to take over appeared, we thought it was going to be because Bitcoin is charging to 200K or 100K. It never got there. It was actually China banned Bitcoin, the freaking scammers, and it sent the whole industry, killed the bull market. And instead what we got is, we said, oh, wait a minute, Bitcoin lost 50% of value, altcoins lost 75% of value. So that was devastating because no one ever seen that. Because in the year after the Bitcoin halving, it was basically, you know, Bitcoin taking over in strength, not because everything's falling to zero. It was because it's racing up to the moon. What one are we going to see this time? Obviously, we don't know. We don't know. So just be on the lookout for this alt season euphoria waves that may or may not appear. So, you know, you put that curse out. You have the Max Keiser curse, Michael Saylor calls for $49 million Bitcoin. You have all of them wishing Ethereum goes to zero. You have all of them hating altcoins. You have all of us hating altcoins. So I told you that, right? Wall Street, Trojan horsing, all of these. Everything is just screaming that the slingshot, the trampoline, we're just ready to bounce. We're ready to do it. But once again, it could be a duration of time. We don't know the intensity. So let's see what happens, friends. Just be careful in Bitcoin, man. I'm just telling you. Okay. And by the way, also with this curse, be careful of buying it back a bit too early. Because look what happened to HEX. Look what happened to HEX. They thought 80% was cheap. Nope. They thought 94% was cheap. Nope. Okay. It made a new lower low 2 years after 2022. Okay. So just showing you how intense these curses can be. They can be. So we'll see, man. Like if you were to ask me, hey, please draw a sketch as to what you think could happen. Shout out to the market sniper as well, Francis. So Frankie Boo, he also he drew something like this. It was very similar to what I had drawn before. Okay, so he basically has Bitcoin dominance comes down. Yeah, everyone thinks it's a bear market and it's over, but then something happens and it happens again. And I thought, interesting. Francis, okay, market sniper. He's got his like wedges and stuff and his TA to draw that. But I've conceptualized it before I even saw. I found that spooky, man. When I watched it, I was afraid I had goosebumps. I was like, whoa. He's drawn my theory, but using TA? That's crazy, man. So just to repeat to you, friends, if you're curious what it is. Bitcoin dominance goes down. Everyone thinks it's going to be another terrible bear market. But then what happens is something goes down. Now, what could possibly be doing that move? One guess, don't know. Don't try to predict the news. One guess could be, friends, is Ethereum Sharding finally gets underway. So sharding is when they make Ethereum faster, mainnet faster. It splits all the computation stuff, and you can go to 10,000 transactions per second, just bigger amount of transactions to make everything super cheap again, right? That might be it. Okay, just one example out here, or it could be more ETFs. Who knows? Okay, but yeah, it'd be interesting if we get that. And honestly, I kind of feel that's what it would be like, because everyone wants this so they can get out. All right, everyone wants to get out. But what if it stops here and then it drags on and everyone thinks a bear market's here, but then it actually continues lower like that? You see? And then this would be the Bitcoin trap, by the way. That would be the Bitcoin trap. If you're buying Bitcoin here, which is what they might do, everybody's like, oh, I'm out of altcoins, back into Bitcoin. And you never know, man. I might refer back to this. The Bitcoin Maxi curse, where you might come back looking at this video, just like I've been mentioning to everyone, hey, lifting the HEX curse. So these types of X Factor videos, fans, I put more weight in them than all this other TA stuff. Oh, line go up, line to go down. Okay, this isn't guesswork. This is, look, I'm hoping for the best, but after everything you've seen, man, planned assassination, zombie virus, now they're trying to monkeypox us in the butt. Right, rigging of elections, all these other things coming. You're telling me you want to fade this curse? I'm not. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, or tell mom and dad you love them. Catch you in the next one.